By now, you've already heard of the single mother who got upset with the father of one of her 4 kids. Every day he's coming over and bringing his son some lunch, but she's mad because he's not buying enough for all 4 kids. She's expecting for him to not only buy food for his son, but to buy food for her other 3 kids as well. Remember when she did this?
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed.
Well, she's back with her toxic baby mama babble, doing all this explaining, and also at the same time doubling down on her decision to, quote, expose her baby daddy, when in reality she really exposed herself. Shout out to Omega Legion, George, Dr. Jeff Person, Keith Evans, Omari, Chill Will, as well as our sisters Lady T, Christina, and I can't forget the sister Make Me Pretty Today for sending this in. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click that notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids.
Mind you, millions of people, they've told her by now that she's wrong. But you notice how she comes on here talking about she was bashed? So now she's a victim? Ma'am, you're the one who pulled out your phone, started recording your baby daddy, talking about you was going to expose him because everybody thought he was a good father. But you said he wasn't a good father because he's not buying food for all of your kids. He's only buying food for his kid. You did this. You see her being held accountable by people? She's calling that being bashed.
You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together.
And that's always going to be their response after they're done playing you. For all the men that get caught up with baby mamas, when you already know you're not even supposed to be messing around with them. After they're done tricking you and playing you, they say, well, it was you. You already knew what was up. Nobody told you to come get with me. You already knew I was a baby mama with a bunch of kids. That's on you. You see how they do that? But when they're trying to trick you, oh no, you don't have anything to worry about. Those are my kids. It's all good. I don't need you to help me take care of my kids. I don't have any baby daddy drama. Everything is all good. I can take care of my own kids. As soon as they reel you in, you become the ATM, and then they start expecting for you to take care of those other kids. Holding you responsible, holding you accountable for kids that's not yours. They're going to hold you accountable for getting with them in the first place. It's all on you. Even when you break up and you're no longer with them, if you're the active father, if you have resources to give them whatever it is, they will insist that your resources must be allocated to them and their kids, all of their kids, not just your kid.
My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them, and they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them, but now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though?
And this is why you have to stay on your square. She's saying because he's done it before, she's now entitled to those benefits forever. I've talked about this several times here, how women like her, they know they'll never be married, but somehow they still try to carve in those same benefits. They think they're still entitled to resources, even when the relationship is over. Lady, you know he is not responsible for those other kids. And talking about how the kids have to adjust, that's your problem. You're the one that keep introducing new men to these kids.
That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
Shout out to Michael. He said this in the comments of that video. He said, this reminds me of a conversation I had with this woman who had 2 kids. I told her that one of the reasons why I don't mess with girls that got kids is because after you break up with them, they still expect for you to provide for their kids by other fathers, even though you are not together anymore. I said if I was with her and then broke up with her, just because I get my son a pair of Jordans does not mean I'm going to buy everybody else in the house a pair of Jordans. She said she wouldn't let the kid have the Jordans, and I said that's when I would have to have one of my cousins beat you up. If you stay on your square and not deal with those women, it will never come down to your cousin having to put paws on them. I don't care what any of them say. Most of those kind of women, they're like this woman in that video, and they're like the woman that he was talking to with the 2 kids, talking about if he had a kid with her, he would have to buy all 3 kids Jordans, not just his. Or else, she won't let the kid have it. You see, it's all about control with them. And whenever you're reckless with your seed and you lay down with them, you lose all control. You're not even wearing the pants at that moment. She is. She's dictating everything. For this situation right here, here's the solution. You can 1, tell him to pick his son up for lunch. That way he can eat whatever and then come back home. Or 2, since you already know. Special thank you to our brother Edmund. I appreciate you, Edmund, for all of your support, as well as the brothers Darren G and Dark Power. Want to see more content like this? You can support the channel too. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.
Yes, and those with the deadbeat baby daddies, baby, you're safe because they don't go after them. He's safe. Yes, they go after the men who actually take care of their kids and try. Yes, that's what they want to do. They don't want to allow him to be a good dad on his own. And then if they see, okay, he's not going to be a good daddy, then do something. No, they're good daddies from rip. And them the ones they notice. When they notice them brothers, them the ones they go after love. So your deadbeat baby daddy, whoever got him, I'm not talking to you, love. I'm talking about the deadbeat baby daddies of the world. The ones that, the Willie from Popeyes, that soon as they find out where he at, he move and go somewhere else, he's safe. They're not looking for him.